Hey there guys, it's Dashabella and welcome back to another video of Star Equestrian. Today we are going to be having a look at the Dark Scarlet Friesian Sport that is currently on sale. I think by the time you guys see this video, the horse is only going to be around for like another 2 to 3 days. So it is about to go off sale. But please watch this video before you consider buying this horse, because there were a few things I kind of discovered about this batch of limited time horses, and it's not good. I kind of feel like it's going to influence your decision buying these horses, so stick around to the end of the video before you consider buying this horse, because I do think you need to know this. Like, this is something that you need to know. And unfortunately, Foxy has not disclosed this because we don't know if it's a bug or if it is purely intentional. So the Dark Scarlet, in case you haven't played the game in a while, this is a limited time horse. You can buy the horse outright in the game for $35. See, $34.99, it's basically $35. And what you get with this horse, you get basically everything on the horse. So all of its appearance, the coat color, pattern, mane and tail style, and you also get 2 abilities on the horse. It has a level 2 crossbreed ability and a level 1 purebred ability. And the purebred ability is technically exclusive to this horse, so it's kind of special in its own right. But we'll go into detail of the ability later on. But yeah, we'll have a look at everything that this horse has to offer. Kind of disappointed with this batch of horses, not gonna lie. I actually do think the first batch of limiteds we ever had were probably way better than this. So let's talk about the Dark Scarlet's appearance, because this is the biggest selling point for the horse. A lot of people buy these limited horses because they like the appearance. And to add on top of that, the appearance of these horses are technically exclusive. And when I say exclusive, if you haven't heard of these co-breeding exclusion things, all these limited time horses, they have co-breeding exclusions, which means everything on the horse cannot be co-bred to other players. You actually have to own this horse and breed it yourself if you want to breed it, like features of this horse, to your current stock of horses. Okay, so if you're somebody that unfortunately you can't buy this horse, you can't ask your friend to breed with this horse to steal features from this horse, unfortunately. They've done this on purpose because they want to try and make these horses exclusive. I kind of get it, you know, Foxy wants to make these horses special. Now the thing is, are all these special things on these horses worth $35? And unfortunately, I can't really say it is. Okay, it's a very expensive horse. It's $35 to buy the horse, and you only get the horse. Like, this is literally all that you get. The only time I can ever say these limited time horses are absolutely worth it is if this is your dream horse. Like, if this is the only horse that you are going to see yourself buying in the entire game because it is perfect, fine. $35 makes sense because you're just gonna buy the horse and you're gonna be done, okay? Like, that is it. If you are buying this horse for breeding, you can technically breed all these features to your own stock, okay? So you can breed the mane, the body color, the tail style, the pattern, the face marking, the eye color. And this horse also comes with exclusive red wings. So if you're into like Pegasus breeding and you want to have like a very rare colored Pegasus, then yeah, I guess this horse also kind of makes sense for you, but this is like a case-by-case basis. I think for the average person, like if you are looking at this horse and thinking like, do I need to collect this? I mean, again, if you really like it and if you're not breaking the bank to buy the horse, like fine. But I really think for most people, it's just... it's a really, really overpriced horse. And if you compare it to other horse games, like, yeah, $35 for a single horse, it's a lot. So let's talk about the features of this horse. Let's start with the mane and tail before we look at the pattern and coat color. So mane and tail style for this horse is exclusive. You get this like very, very weird, very interesting, like wavy, upright, pointy mane style. It comes in a 2-tone style as well. So if your horse has a 2-toned mane and tail style, then it's going to show the 2 individual colors. If you put a flat color on this, okay, for example, if you bred this horse and you got the mane on like a bay coat, for example, it's just going to show up as a flat color. Okay, so that's kind of a special style because it can show 2 different colors. So if I, for example, did one of the wacko colors like this, you would actually be able to see the two different colors in the mane and tail style. So if this is something that tickles your fancy, like, that's cool. But yeah, this is how these mane and tail style is going to look like if you have a two-tone style. In terms of movement, okay, the mane does not move. So if you were expecting this to be like a animated mane where it's gonna like kind of bounce around, it really doesn't. It just kind of sits there, which I'm not a big fan of very stagnant manes in this game. I actually think they could have had a little bit of movement. Like, you know that little bit of mane at the front, the forelock, that could have bounced around a little bit. That little white bit next to the ear, that could have bounced a little bit, but it's just there. It's just gelled. The tail has a little more movement. Okay, so the tail, it's okay, it's fine. It's a little tiny tail. It's actually a comically tiny tail, I'm not gonna lie. I do prefer the Arctic Blue's tail compared to this one, but yeah, this one's just like a little tiny tail. But I mean, someone out there probably likes little tiny tails, so if this is like your thing, that's totally fine. In terms of the body pattern, I'm just going to bring up the mane so we can see this properly. So here's the full body pattern. The face marking is exclusive to this horse, and the body pattern is also exclusive to this horse. So it's unique. We don't really have anything like this body pattern in the game. I don't really know how to describe it. If anything, the back of this horse looks like a muscle man. Like, it's kind of weird. I'm not a fan. The back, I don't know if this is meant to actually look like anything. Maybe someone else can see something. I can't. But yeah, it's a mirrored pattern. It's not unique on both sides, unfortunately. So if you're hoping to have like a very unique pattern on both sides, it is not. It is literally mirrored. Same thing with the facial pattern as well. The facial pattern is also mirrored. It's a weird bald face kind of thing with like the nose kind of sticking out, and there's like these weird scars, I think, over the eyes. I'm not a fan of how this face marking looks at all. There is a weird thing with this face marking too, like the ears are solid. They didn't include the ears in the face pattern. I don't know if this was intentional or not. It probably is. I don't think they would have just like left this for no reason. But yeah, the face pattern, I've never really been a big fan of this. The body pattern, I'm kind of okay with. It's not amazing, okay? This body pattern, unfortunately, is not amazing by any means. Maybe there is a hidden pattern in here. If anyone sees anything, let me know. But all I see is just like a muscle man on the back. The color of the mane and tail and body of this horse is beautiful. I have to say that. The color is stunning. It's this beautiful, like deep wine browny red coat color. It's very unique. There are other reds in this game, but this is the only one in the game, I believe, that behaves normally, because all the other reds that we have in the game, they're tied to market coats and they kind of behave weirdly with market coats. So if you want to have just a standard like Tobayano red horse, this is the closest you're probably going to get in the game, I believe. This mane and tail color as well, I do believe is, I mean, it was made to suit this body color. It's also a different color. There's no mane and tail color in the game, I believe, that is the same as this. So this is a very unique mane and tail color. If you use a mane and tail style that has a gradient rather than showing the two-tone shift, it's going to look like this. So hang on, let me just quickly change the tail style as well. So this is what the color looks like if you don't go for a proper two-toned mane and tail style, which it's a weird color. It's like a very dirty red. It actually looks like dry, crusty blood, unfortunately. I mean, some people might be into that kind of look for their horse, and I totally get it. But for me, it's like really, really muddy, and it doesn't look very nice. Like, it almost feels like it has to be attached to a mane and tail style that kind of has to show the two different colors. So have it at you will. Like, if you like that kind of look, that very like old bloody look, fine, you know, that's up to you. I'm not going to judge. But for me, I'm not a super big fan of the color of the mane and tail style, unfortunately. Now, another thing on this horse, its eye color is pure red. And I do believe this is part of the breeding exclusions for this horse. So what's not going to pass on the horse? Coat pattern, coat color, the wings, the head pattern, left and right eye. I don't know why it's mentioning individual eyes, because underneath that it also says regular eyes. And then you have the hair and tail style, and then you have the trait. So those are all the things that are kind of exclusive to this horse. I don't know what it means by eye left and right. I don't know if it may be like a pattern on the horse, or if there's like something else in the eye that we're not kind of seeing. If I know what this is, I will let you know. But as far as I'm aware of, I can only assume it's talking about the color of the eyes. But I could be wrong, okay? So I could be wrong, but who knows? I will update you guys in the comment section below if I learn anything new about the horse. But yeah, this horse has just kind of left me in the dark. Now, speaking of Pegasus wings, in case you're wondering what the Pegasus wings look like with this coat color, here it is. It is a really pretty red. Now, it doesn't fully match this color, unfortunately, which I do find rather strange. Like, you're paying $35 for this horse for this coat color and for the wings, and the wings don't fully match. Odd. A little odd, personally. I do think it should match perfectly, but maybe this is just a limitation to the game. Who knows? But at least you guys know what the coat color and the wings look like. I'm okay with it, but I'm not like a huge fan where I'm just like, I need to breed these wing colors, okay? But yeah, at least you guys know what it looks like in case you are thinking about breeding this into a Pegasus. It is one of the better looking colors in the game. But like I said, this is just not my personal cup of tea. I don't think I'm going to be breeding a Pegasus of this color anytime soon. Okay, moving on, let's talk about the trait for this horse, okay? So the special trait for the Dark Scarlet is Scarlet Endeavor. And basically what this ability is that it gains a boost in acceleration after performing perfect jumps. And this is only level 1. As you level this up, you're going to get a bigger boost after 3 and even 2 perfect jumps. So it's a really underwhelming ability. I'm going to have to say it. It's very underwhelming. This is an ability that it can't pass. So your friends can't take it. You can't take it from friends. But even then, I wouldn't buy this horse if you're thinking you're trying to like get some kind of pay to win advantage in this game. You really won't. It's a very underwhelming ability. Acceleration, as great as this is as a ability, it's not great enough to basically buy a horse with a ability that boosts acceleration. Acceleration, after I feel like having 100 points of acceleration in a horse, the difference between like 100 points in acceleration and 150 is almost negligible. I say almost because I've never actually done the true comparison, but usually after like having 100 acceleration in a horse, like that's enough to make most horses really, really good. Like they feel pretty responsive. So yeah, I do not buy this horse if you think you're going to get some kind of competitive advantage. This horse is far from giving you any kind of competitive advantage in this game. There is another ability on this horse as well that you do get. This is at level 2. You gain increased acceleration experience. That's it. That's literally it. Again, very underwhelming. You're not going to get a competitive advantage buying this horse. Do not buy this horse if you are trying to get some kind of competitive advantage. Okay, so obviously with everything that we kind of looked at, we looked at basically all of the physical features of the horse and also the traits. Now, here's the big thing that we kind of have to talk about with this horse, unfortunately. If you were around when we had our first batch of limited time horses, so you guys would have remembered the Rusted Purple, the Dark Appaloosa, and also the Toasted Marshmallow. Oh, they're all here. Yeah, so Toasted Marshmallow, Rusted Purple, and there's also a Dark Appaloosa, but they have removed that from the game. This was our first batch of horses, okay? Previously, it was possible to breed these horses and all of their features, if you had this horse, okay, that you would be able to breed your own horses and breed like those exclusive features to your own horses without potions, okay? That was fine. That was not a problem. This second generation of limited horses, for some reason, has changed. Whether it's a bug or if it was an intended feature, we don't know. But essentially, what we basically discovered in the community is that these new horses, okay, the Dark Scarlet, the Arctic Blue, and unfortunately also the Splash Gold, the one that's going to be coming out next, these horses require you to use potions if you want to pass any of their features. I've done 2 breedings with the Arctic Blue. The foals that I got, okay, I did not use potions for coat color. Basically, I didn't use potions for like all the major features. Nothing passed. The only stuff that passed were things that I used potions for. And I spoke to other players and I spoke to friends and I spoke to clubmates as well. Nobody has been able to pass these exclusive features to their own horses. So what does this mean? This basically means if you are buying this horse for breeding, you need potions if you're going to pass these exclusive features to your own stock. And personally, I feel if you are spending $35 to buy a horse to breed with, that you shouldn't need potions for things to pass. It should behave like regular breeding where there's a chance for stuff to pass and a chance for stuff to not pass. I really think that is how these coats should have behaved. But because of this, these horses are going to require you to spend extra resources, extra time, and unfortunately for some people, extra money if they want to breed these horses. Now, do I think this is fair? No. This is not fair, but I do think you guys need to know this if you actually plan to breed these horses, if that is the main reason why you are looking to buy these horses. I don't know why it's like this. I think it is bugged, but honestly, at this point, who knows, okay? But I have so far been pretty disappointed with these horses because, yeah, like I'm spending gems to breed horses and it's just not passing anything that I wanted it to. So unfortunately for today's video, I'm not going to be breeding the Dark Scarlet because I really don't want to waste potions breeding this horse. At the moment, I don't really have anything that I want to really breed with this horse yet. In the future, I do want to steal the color. Okay, in the future, I will steal the color, but right now, I just don't have a horse that I kind of want to put this color onto yet, because I am also keeping these potions for another breeding project, which I will be breeding the gold. I'm going to say that. When we do get the gold splashed, I will be breeding that, so I need potions for that. And I also want my gems. I'm not going to be spending gems for this breeding, because I just, yeah, at the moment, I just don't feel like it's worth it. If you want to know my final verdict, whether you should buy this horse or not, only buy this horse, firstly, if you are not hurting for $35. If you're willing to spend $35 on yourself, that is totally fine. Okay, you spend your $35. But please only buy this horse if you really love it. If you love it, if it has features that you absolutely love, that you think you're going to be breeding over and over and over again, buy this horse. Do not buy this horse if you're simply buying this horse because you think you're missing out. You really aren't missing out on anything, not purchasing this horse. It's going to come back. It might even come back cheaper. It might even come back for free. You know, maybe in the future they bring these horses back and they just throw them into the horse gacha and you're going to have a chance to get these horses when you pull on the gacha anyway. Or you might even get these as a reward in the future. In one of the past events that we had, right, the tail from the Rusted Purple, this is my favorite tail out of the Generation 1 limited time horses, by the way, that tail became available on a free reward horse. So this horse, okay, originally I thought everything on this horse was exclusive. It was never going to be available for anyone else. I think it was for Valentine's Day, they put this tail on a free horse that you are going to get for free just from login rewards. So if you're thinking you're going to be missing out on features of this horse, they will recycle it eventually. They will recycle it. So save your money if you're only buying this horse because you might only want the mane and tail, or you only might want the color, or you only might want the pattern. They will recycle it. I'm telling you right now, they will eventually recycle it. Okay, so save your money. Save your money. You can use your money for regular breeding. Regular breeding in this game is still way more affordable and way more worth it than any of these limited time horses. Because, yeah, honestly, super disappointed about the whole potion thing. Like, I really think these horses should just be breedable, like regular horses. I should not need to spend potions to be able to pass features from this horse. I think I said this in a previous video. I think it was actually during the Arctic Blue review. if they were going to do this for these horses, they need to mention it somewhere, and they should sell these horses with potions. We should be getting, like, let's say 3 to 5 potions for the coat color, pattern, all that kind of stuff for free. So that at least if we breed the horses, we would have a small stockpile of potions that we would be able to use to create whatever breeding result that we want. Because we paid for these horses, we paid $35. You can't buy this horse with the gems. You can't save up for this by doing weeklies, dailies, monthlies. You have to spend cold hard money for these horses. So please be very mindful of purchasing this horse. Keep in mind about the potion situation, and keep in mind on how much you actually want this horse, okay? Because they are using FOMO to try to sell these horses. Alright guys, I guess that's going to be it for the review of the Dark Scarlet Friesian Sports. Let me know in the comments below whether you did or didn't buy this horse. And if you do own this horse, what is your experience actually using this horse? Especially if you've been doing breedings. Like, have you had any success passing the coat color, the body pattern, the mane and tail style, all that kind of stuff? Because nobody I've spoken to has had any success with this horse or the Arctic Blue, which is why I decided not to do a breeding in today's video. Because I'm hoping someone comes forward and actually says, like, it is possible. Because yeah, right now I do not want to breed this horse. I just don't want to use my resources breeding this horse unless I have a specific project in mind. And it's kind of disappointing because, like, I really liked this horse when I first saw it. It was just after learning all this other stuff, it kind of soured my experience with the Dark Scarlet. So yeah, share your thoughts and comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. But as always, if you enjoyed this video or if you found it helpful, do leave a like on it so I know that you enjoyed it. And if you're new to the channel, hi there guys, my name is Dashabella. I'm a virtual equestrian VTuber, and I do play a whole bunch of horse games on my YouTube channel. So if you love horse games as much as I do, then definitely give the channel a subscribe to get future notifications for all of my future uploads. And before I go, I do want to say a big thank you to everybody out there, you watching this video, everybody that tunes into all my content every week. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I cannot thank you enough. Just recently we hit 6,000 subscribers on the channel, which is crazy in itself. We only recently hit 5,000 on the channel. I think it was like at the beginning of the year, and to think that we hit 6,000 already, like, it's the amount of support coming from you guys has been incredible. So I just really wanted to say thank you so much for everything, guys, for just watching the videos, for commenting, for liking, and even for everybody that has been using my affiliate code for Star Equestrian. Thank you all so much. You have just been doing so much for the channel, and I'm doing my absolute best to give back to you guys as well. Just recently, I posted a poll on my community tab asking you guys if you would like to see me try a different upload schedule. And in case you didn't see it, what's going to be happening from today onwards is that there's going to be uploads on my channel every 1 to 3 days instead of my old schedule. My old schedule, in case you didn't know, was basically I would upload everything on the weekend. So it would be either like Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Sometimes it might only be 1 day. Sometimes it might be all 3 days. Sometimes it was 2 days. It kind of depended on whether I was able to put a video out. Now, just, you know, based off of my personal capabilities, I feel like I've been getting better at editing and scheduling my time, and I've been finding like more time every now and again, sometimes less time to do videos. And I kind of feel like we're ready to go in a direction where there could be like more regular uploads. So rather than throwing everything on the weekend, at least like there's something for you guys on the weekday. This is going to be a bit of an experimental phase as well, because I'm also kind of testing myself out as a content creator. So just kind of expect like some more random video upload scheduling stuff happening. But yeah, essentially what the schedule is going to be is that there will be a video, at least one video every 3 days. There might be more videos in between, so keep an eye out for those. But yeah, just in case you guys are wondering, like, wait a minute, Dasha, why are there like more uploads or less uploads than usual? At least you guys know what's kind of happening, okay? So I just wanted to give you guys a bit of an update for the channel. But I just kind of feel like with all the support that I'm getting on the channel, I really do owe you guys as a content creator, and I love seeing all your comments. I love knowing that I'm helping people out there. Like, I'm getting DMs and messages all the time from people saying like, thank you for, you know, like the guides, the tips, that just you guys are wonderful, and it just really makes this journey as a content creator really, really wonderful. So I just thank you guys so much. I really, really do mean it. You guys really mean the world to me. I never expected to be a content creator. I originally was just kind of doing this as a hobby, but it's slowly turning into a little bit more of a hobby. But I'm still kind of trying to keep it as a hobby because I also don't want to turn this into a job, because as soon as this turns into a job, that starts creeping into burnout territory. So I'm also going to try and pace myself. So yeah, I just thank you all so much. You've all been so, so wonderful. And I hope I can continue to create content for you guys, because it really does tickle my heart knowing that I'm making someone's day just by posting a video. So yeah, thank you guys so, so much. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sorry about like the appreciation thing at the end. I needed to say it. I really, really needed to say it. I really do appreciate everything that you guys have done for me. You really have done so, so much for the channel, and I really do appreciate it. But I'm gonna go before I continue to babble on, because I can tend to babble on at times. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next upload. Bye, guys.